Okay, so we've hit some balls for a little bit. We're really trying to focus on a couple of things. So trying to get that club a little more square throughout the whole swing. So right off the bat on the left here, okay, I've got the swing plane line I showed you earlier. We'll talk about that in a second. But you can see right away how we had that club face closed. Okay, when you got it halfway back, you can see again.
It's straight down.
It is, yep. So then when we go with this, we got our drill. We did a drill. Okay, where we kind of stopped in a few spots. Okay, so right away, you still see how it's shut a little bit?
Yeah.
But, that's closer to square. Okay, that's kind of in between. So that's something you can play with. Where that position here on the left, like I say, you got to require a lot of timing. Okay? So then if we keep going onward, up to the top. Okay, so again, see that club face how it's basically pointing straight at the sky here. Okay, so anytime it's pointing more towards the sky, it's more of a closed position. Okay. Still a little shut there, but not as bad. Okay, so we're just looking to take it in stages. We're not going to go from dead shut to perfectly square in one day.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a lot better here, as that one's almost pointing left. Okay, so the farther left it goes, the more close it is. Now that one's just pointing straight up. So in comparison, that one's closer to being square. Okay? So again, that's good. Alright, so now when we start down, okay? So again, halfway back, or halfway down, you can see in here how that club gets underneath that line. Okay, so like I said to you, that's kind of in an attempt to kind of hold on to the club. Okay, as to rather than letting it kind of release, because like I said, anytime you try to let the club release from that position, we're going to get a duck hook. Okay, with this one here on the right, we're going to let it come down. Okay, so it's coming down right on that line, and we're basically here at the same stage where we were coming down, or going back, sorry. Okay, and then when we get to impact, kind of go back up, it's more down that line. Okay, still a little bit underneath, but not nearly as severe. And when you get to impact, that club is on that same line where it was. Okay, where here when we get to impact, okay, we're coming so much from the inside that club is a lot higher than where it was at impact. Okay, so like I say, the whole goal is to try and swing along that line, okay, that we have drawn throughout the whole time. So if you can really try to visualize yourself doing that drill and feeling those positions, so going from here to there and then almost straight up, okay, and then coming still fairly straight down rather than being like this, okay, you're going to hit down right on that line, okay, which is what we're hoping to do. And you can see right away here at impact how that's a much better spot, okay. Then when we hit it, the ball, pretty much started right down our line. Okay? So everything there is a lot better. Like I say, it's going to take some practice. It's going to, but just the big thing is, if you can get comfortable, okay, doing this and just having a one-way miss, okay, for club champs on the weekend, play that miss, okay? So like I said, yeah, I've had days where I go out and I aim 20 yards left because I know I'm going to block every shot. Okay? It's just the way, the way it is. And when you haven't played much, you've been away for a while, it's going to be tough for you to really time it perfect. So if you can find a way using this drill and just hitting some balls and going a little slower at it, trying to feel those positions, at least now we're going to have kind of a one-way miss. Because really, ever since we started doing that drill, we never had one go left. Okay? Which, as you said, is the big one that you've had all along.
Yeah.
Okay? So any questions?
No.
No? Okay. Perfect.